Hey guys, it's Arx here and welcome back to my channel. We are back finally with a new Switch review and we are back with some new Akko switches. So they have a new switches today and it's one of their new linears. So let's all take a look and listen at the new Rosewood switches by Akko. But first, a quick message for today's sponsor, PCBWay. PCBWay is your one-stop shop for all your PCB prototyping and manufacturing needs. Now, they do have a lot of services to offer, and just in time, they are actually extending their 10th anniversary promotion, meaning to say they have a lot of promotion and vouchers that you can use if you have any projects in mind. All you have to do is upload your files, wait for the codes, and you are good to go. If you are interested, check out PCBWay.com, links in the description. Also, a quick disclaimer that Akko sent out the Rosewood switches for a review, but I wasn't paid to make this video. And of course, I'll give you guys my honest and unbiased opinion about the Rosewood switches. I'll place all of their links on the description down below. Let's take a look at the switches. So again, these are the new linear switches, and to be honest, this actually feels refreshing to see on Akko as they did something new and unique to the linears. So for the materials, it's using their custom nylon pro stem, PA12 on the top housing and PA6 on the bottom housing. Basically, it's just nylon but has a different blend to it. I believe the PA12 is like a lighter nylon while the PA6 is a denser nylon, making it a unique combination as per Akko. And now, for the springs, this is where it gets interesting. They are using a classic total travel of 4mm, and if I remember correctly in the keyboard history, this is what switches have way back like 6 years ago in terms of the total travel on a spring. Basically, total travel is how far the key can go down before bottoming out, and Akko is calling this a full travel switch that features the stem rail bottom out. And this is also my first time trying out a full 4mm total travel on a linear switch. So enough of that, the springs is at 22mm long and also has a 40-gram actuation force. So in today's video, we're gonna do the usual sound comparison versus other Akko switches, and we'll be talking about my thoughts and opinion about the Rosewoods after the Soundtest. So if ever, please feel free to check out the timestamps. Of course, we're gonna use the Vega65 on the Soundtest, and I'll place my configurations down below. Before the Soundtest, please let's all keep in mind that the sound and experience, it will always vary depending on your keyboard build. So with all of that out of the way, please do enjoy the Soundtest on the new Rosewood linear switch. And that was the sound test for the Rosewood switches. Please do let me know on what you think about them on the comment section down below. And also, thank you for staying if you made it up to this point. Let's now talk about my thoughts on the feel. Out of the box, it's still superb with Akko on their pre-factory lube. It feels right and consistent enough, as I didn't feel any leaf and spring crunches, so you can use the switches without having to worry about their pre-factory lube. Now talking about the feel, I am loving the 4mm total travel on the switches. I love the feedback that it has with the longer travel feel. Again, this is my first time trying out a longer travel on the Switch, and for someone who bottoms out a lot, I can actually somehow feel a difference. Linear feel wise, it is a bit light. 40-gram actuation actuation force is very light for me, but I barely mistype and I didn't have any adjustment period, maybe because of the total travel being a bit more longer than my usual experience on a lighter Switch. So it's not that snappy, but has a soft yet very responsive bottom out experience, and I'm loving how this one feels, and I can say these are really something different that I've tried from Akko in terms of their linear switches that they have released this year. Now let's move on to my thoughts on the sound. Pre-factory lube wise, again, it's very good. I didn't hear any spring, ping, and leaf crunches. Now sound profile wise, these by far are the most deepest Akko linear switches that I've ever heard and ever tried. It has that very rounded pitch to it, and normally Akko switches has this very high pitch clack on their linear switches, but the Rosewoods are really something different. It almost reminds me of their silent fairy switches, like it's almost silent until you bottom out or top out. So if you really like that Thoccy switches or deep sounding switch, then this is for you, as it's it has a very deep tone to it. Overall, the switches are actually unique, and I gotta give credit to Akko. It's been a while since I got excited over a new Switch, and I've been really craving that new and interesting experience, and the Rosewood gave me that. Honestly, I really don't like light switches. 40 grams on these are very light, and I don't like deep sounding or Thoccy switches, but in terms of the overall feel and sound that it gave me, I would say I would really recommend or consider trying out the Rosewood linear switch. And that is it for the video, guys. I hope you find the review helpful on the Rosewood switches, and I hope you did enjoy the review. I do have more switches coming up and some new keyboard reviews, so please stay tuned. Also, please don't forget to like the video, share if you want, and of course, subscribe for more. And I'll see you guys on the next Soundtest. Peace.